We are back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us, talking the presidential race, the debates, the latest developments and all this with John Vile from MTSU. Let's get back to the phones. And next up is Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hey there, Nick. How you doing?
Hi, Charlie. What's on your mind, sir?
Oh, I was just going to say we're going to have King Trump or Queen Hillary.
So you
King
think
Trump or
Queen Hillary? You'll have one or the other. You're right.
Yep, one or the other. And I tell you what, the election ain't worth 2 cents this year, but I'll put that comment in there too. Ain't nothing going to happen with either one of them. So.
Well, thank you. Listen, I think there are people out there like him. In fact, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier this morning who says he's simply not going to vote in the presidential race. He's going to get out and vote in these other races and all of that, but not for president.
Well, I think that's partly what Ryan is trying to say. You know, whether you vote for Trump or not, if you're Republican, it's important that you vote for other Republicans. And the same if you can't vote for Clinton, you know, but you're a Democrat, well, you know, at least look over the field and see if there's some people that you would want to vote for.
Right, exactly, because their worst fear would be that they've lost faith in their candidate and they just stay home and vote for nothing.
And, you know, there are already groups. Young people tend to vote, you know, a much lower rate traditionally. Minority groups often, you know, the poor tend to vote less. And the lower the rate, the less political clout they end up having.
Let's go next to, I think we have Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
Hey, Nick. How are you this morning?
Good. Good morning to you.
Okay. I just wanted to touch base on, well, a couple things. One about morals. Morals.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Have you I mean, I said all kinds of things about guys that I wanted to go out with. I mean, I sure did. That's what women do. We sure talk about you. Like, if you're good looking or something, we want to get you. So, anyway, to go back to morals, look at what they have done to our United States since they've been in. They've been in since 1978. It's been awful, and it only gets worse. You act like it hadn't? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Look, even my son that was born in 95, I went through the hardest thing as a single mother. I had to pay for all that. But, you know, you talk about, oh, Bill. Well, no, Bill, you know what you can do. You can kiss my butt.
I think I need to tell her I'm a married man.
There you go. She's got eyes on you.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right. Thank you, Cindy. Let's see. Is Paul there on 5? Paul, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Paul. Good morning to you. Go ahead, buddy.
Lord have mercy. Bless Cindy. I'll tell you that. Look, I don't even know what her point is on all that. But anyway, I'll say this, Nick. The hypocrisy on the Republican right is hilarious to me. Absolutely hilarious to me. This guy gets on the tape and basically a sexual predator. Let's just call it what it is. A sexual predator. And then they want to either deflect it to Bill, who ain't running for president, or defend this. Quite frankly, now after that, he's a dirtbag. Okay, he's a dirtbag. And how are you going to square that if you got a little daughter or something, and they hear that? I don't understand these extreme right Tea Party trumpeteers that will talk about morals, and then you're going to talking to your little kids about that. To me, that's quite frankly bizarre. But to the professor right quick, and I'm hurrying up, Nick. My friend, I'm going to defend myself, Professor. My good friend Nick Barris, a professional and my good friend, knows I have called in for a year now, and I'm about the only diehard Democrat that calls in against all these Tea Party Republicans. And I have been called names like they do. I've been called Foggy Leghorn or whatever it is and all that. But I told Nick about a year ago that you're going to see a split in the Republican Party. And I love it, Nick. I'm sorry, my friend. I love it. You're seeing it right now. The extreme right, even Fox News is not extreme for them anymore. They look, y'all made a point that Trump is not going away. Nick, he is going to make money on this. And me and my brother was talking. You watch after this, he's going to lose this election. After this election, he will buy him a news media, a news network, and he'll put it up there, and it'll be just for the extreme right people, because Fox News ain't extreme enough for them anymore. And I love it. And Hillary's going to win, and she's the right person to win. And God bless y'all, and thank you for my call, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, Paul's been calling in for a while. He did kind of predict that back when, and he is sometimes a solo voice in the wind. Most of the callers here, I think, are pro-Trump.
I will say this. I'm a little concerned, not so much that the Republican Party could collapse, but that either party could collapse. Through most of our history, we've had a two-party system, and really effective democracy has depended on it. Now, it's always possible that we could end up with some kind of multi-party system or whatever, but that doesn't work as well in a presidential system as it does in a parliamentary democracy. To the morals issue, I think what's hurting Trump here is what we're seeing on the tape is not inconsistent with some of the insults that have already permeated the campaign. If this had happened to Romney, I think people might say, well, I can't explain it, but I just don't believe this is consistent with Romney's other statements or behavior. It must be, it just must not mean anything. With Trump, it seems to confirm a narrative that was already there.
Gotcha. Let's go next to Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Yes.
Hi, Sandra. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the Democratic Party have got blinders on. We have been through this since Bill and Obama, and everybody just seems to put a blind eye as to what's going on.
What's going on? What is going on with Obama?
Well, okay, let's go back to Bill.
Well, he's not running for president now.
Okay, I know he's not, but I mean, his wife is right there in the bedroom with him.
Okay, articulate a point, though. I want to understand why your anger is at them. I'm trying to understand.
Okay, when I was a single mom with 3 kids, I was going to college, putting myself through school. I graduated, and Bill and Hillary decided that as a physical therapy assistant, I was making too much money, and they destroyed all the physical therapy jobs across the country because we were charging Medicare too much money. So they told seniors to take this paper and go out and do their own exercises because we were destroying Medicare. I mean, it's just time and time again. Nobody's saying anything about Arkansas. When Bill was running for president, they came out publicly and said they were for gays. And when all these lesbians tried to date their daughter, they put her under wraps.
Okay, well, some people speak from their personal experiences, and it affected her job. She thinks that some policy under the administration. But again, I still have a tough time getting supporters, sometimes on either side, to do a good job of articulating to me specifics as to their fury over a candidate. And it's politics, and it's broad-based, and it's Benghazi, it's those emails, it's the comments that Trump's made. But then really underneath it, where else is the anger really coming from? It's hard for me to get a handle on. She gave me at least an example of how she felt it affected her personally, and that's how most of us vote.
Sure.
But that's a tough one. Let's go next to Robert. Hi, Robert.
Hey, Rick. How you doing?
Good. What's on your mind, Robert?
Well, what's on my mind, do we get a president like Trump in office on stuff that he had done, and he's above the law? Nobody's above the law. And about Hillary Clinton's email and stuff, we don't need to hear that. Let's just get on with the election and vote people in like we used to, for the people, by the people, for the United States.
Amen to that. You've got 4 weeks to the election. I will say, with all the attacking going on, there's just, especially in the last debate, not a whole lot of substance with regard to policy and what are you really going to do and how are you going to do it. That's just lost in all of this anger and heated diatribe.
And one of the interesting things, and I wasn't quite sure if Robert was headed there or not, but we are to the point where the political differences seem so great that both sides are almost looking at the others as though they must be criminals.
Yeah.
And you see this with, Trump saying if he's elected, he's going to appoint a special prosecutor, and Clinton's going to jail. These are the kind of things that you see in Burma or South Africa, before, with Nelson Mandela. it's not very healthy for either
and
side.
you grab onto it because, okay, some people are making a stink over this situation with Hillary and the emails. As we said, it was looked into by the U.S. Justice Department. It's investigated, no charges. Some people are making a stink over Donald Trump. We haven't seen his tax returns, but that he maybe hasn't paid taxes in years because he took this write-off on all those losses. But as far as I can tell, that was legally done. And as he said, maybe he was smart enough to do it the right way under the IRS's laws and doing it. So you want to attack him for not paying taxes? No, don't attack him. It's the system, and he took advantage of it to his benefit. So, but a lot of people say, oh, well, that's wrong. He didn't pay taxes. Or, Hillary, she broke the law with us. Well, she was never charged, and neither was Donald Trump. But politics make you think they both committed crimes.
Yes.
Come on. Neither one of them are charged with crimes. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of your calls right after this.